Hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. We are continuing on with our fancy little lost wizard here as he starts his umbral realm on this beautiful pristine continent surrounded by forest elves and so many incursions. We have bird nests popping up everywhere. We have regenerating infestations, which are going to make our life a living heck, but we've done pretty well so far in the opening rounds. We've managed to get ourselves locked in. We've got a cool little dragon wonder over here that we're going to start working on. And our plan right now is to take over the Ashen Ruins to get our first wonder and then make our way to Mentor's Pond and burn down our first city, as well as getting our third heroes out. We ended on an end turn. Let us begin on an end turn. It's gloom o'clock, right? It's glooming time. That's what they say. That's what they say in that movie, right? I'm a little bit worried about that. Ah, hello, King, Giant King Praise Flood Herder. Storm Giant King of the Malevolent Lizardmen. Tenacious, cold-blooded, and poisonous. Scions of Evil, perfect artisans. I don't know where you are. Way over here. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, you big boy. I like this guy's look. He's got a lightning wand, a heal wand, blade of frugality, a wind barrier. He's got some decent, solid equipment to start himself off. He's got lizards riding lizards, one of my favorite combinations. And they're dark as well. Okay. Okay. He's going for shadow with a little bit of Materium. This guy's going for Materium with a little bit of shadow. That's a bit worrisome because that means that they are potentially good partners. This guy is underground here somewhere. This city is under siege by monster dens. So he must be top right corner of the map. And I think not underground. Not underground. Ah, the province of Tinkerberg. So this guy actually has a city right here on the other side of Mentor's Pond. We are ready to annex more stuff. And unfortunately, this great bird nest and these marauder guards are invading. There are 2 heroes down here, though, so that's a ton of knowledge for us to gain. I don't know where these guys are coming from. I would guess a bandit slayer, but like... from where? All right. In the meantime, I guess we'll push on this Ashen Ruin. I don't have a ton of money on me. I want this Altar of Marching Gloom. And I'm going to want a soul well. So I think I'm going to put a soul well here. I'll put the altar here. Actually don't need to build this right now. Not while the bathhouse is incoming. We're going to swap you guys out to push you up to 800. You are not fully healed. But I think let's try to take this. As you approach the smoking ruins of a once proud castle, you notice a faded sigil above the charred gate. It seems as though a band of pyromancers have claimed this heap of stone. Oh, this is not too bad a fight. 800 to 500. Several areas are on fire. Yeah, we're not weak to fire. We might actually just be able to auto this. With that many pyromancers, it's pretty likely I'm going to get hit with those AoEs, and I am going to take that much damage. So let's just take it. With the pyromaniacs gone, Specchio and his companions are free to search the rest of the ruins. The origins of the death-calling hook, a tier 3 polearm with slowed Celestial Slayer and leap. You gain the death-calling hook or you gain city stability. I'd rather take a tier 3 item. Now, I do have some extra skeletons sitting around. You guys are all within range of each other, so that should be fine. I'm not panic about that, as I try to get over here and explore more Dawntree. You guys are all good. You are being pillaged. I can't really do anything about it right meow, but we'll keep cooking. First time I managed to catch you live, just catching up on your giant campaigns while having a slow evening. Nice, nice. We have another one coming out on Saturday. Our Frost Giant campaign is coming out on Saturday, which we just wrapped up yesterday, so they've been a lot of fun to play through. Hope you're having a nice evening. I hope it's nice and slow and not just boring and slow. Can I vassalize free cities as a chosen destroyer, or must I raise them? I believe I must raise them. Conquered cities can only be raised. Yeah, so these birds are not attacking me. Very polite birds. Oops. Yam, yam. I gotta swap out that hero so he's leading his own army, but we'll do that after. God, I forgot how fast her cities grow. She's all about that nature. Let him heal a turn. Well, I guess those guys can go there. We are going to temporarily lose this spot, but it ain't going to be the end of the world. What is it? It is a forester. Economy in a bit of shambles, but we're way ahead on building right now. Our population is low, but our production was extremely good early on. Oh, they're going to come to us. This is actually quite a fight. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to fight that there, Ray. What's your deal? You got Berserkers, you got Dark Knights, you got Dark Knights, you got Night Guard, a Mage, and then another Charger. So you have 4 Chargers. So you're all about that charge. So if I'm smart about this, he says dubiously, we do have a really good choke point map. I don't want you to get poisoned. Okay, you're out of range there. Having some of these fleshlings be able to come in and do their explosions would be really valuable. I'd also love to have my summons in the middle. I don't super foresee that happening. Summons are going to have to go on a flank. It's like the worst spot for them. Let's actually move you here. Let's not move you yet. We'll move you after because other people need to get into the middle. Let him go. Knight can stay on a flank. Have you move up here. Now I can move you safely. Move the Houndmaster up on a big flank. Put his dog up next to him. Okay. All right. All right. That feels a little bit better. Skeleton Warrior and an Honor Blade. Skeleton Warrior here doesn't get poisoned. I think you're going to have to protect that flank. So I'm going to bring you up here. I'm going to bring you up here. He's going to plug this gap after that Splitterling moves up. Which means we can put a Seal Bearer here. Oh, I actually have another Honor Guard. So let's move him in. Move you there, probably. All right. It all depends on what he does here. That works. We can make that work. So the biggest issue, obviously, charge character, which means I basically have to come up here and cancel them out, or I'm going to get penalized. Boom. It's the best I can hit with him. The skeletons are designed to be something I can throw away. I can't get all of you up here, though. Put a fire seal on him. They have this mage here as well, which is gonna spice up my life. Every boy and every girl, spice up my life. People around the world, spice up my life. So moving the rest of you guys kind of on just this in behind. Focus fire the guy who's got some damage. Counter stance. Attacking with these guys is just a terrible decision because they take so much in retaliation. You're not so bad, but you would absolutely buckle my shoe. Fleshling. Hop. So now this guy's goal is really, how do I lock down people with this zombie? And I think the answer is just by doing that. You're out of range here. You're actually in range there. Well, can I put you anywhere else? He might get a shot from here. Not right away, but... You got an argument for that to be made. And then you got some choices. I can phase there, but it doesn't give me enough room to actually get into mind control. I can just hit people with Cosmic Spike. Alternatively, I could drop a spider egg to tie up this flank. I think that's what I'm going to do. Keep the summons out front. So I'm going to counterstance you. This means I'm sacrificing this polearm. I'm actually willing to attack him. With both those guys. And see how that goes. Carry on. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice. He zaps him but doesn't kill him. You summon spiders. You actually come back into the middle, which is really good for me. And then everyone else here gets kind of caught up in doing shenanigans. So let's blow this guy up. God damn, that's so much damage. 65 on a flank there is, you know, we're going to have to just take it. You get canceled on your charge. Do you get canceled on your charge? You have heavy charge, don't you? No, you just have regular charge. All right, so the way to do that then is send the zombies in. Then we hit them from behind. It's just saying I'm taking damage. I'm not sure how. We actually get a point of grace here because that's a knight. I probably should have let that spider move up first, but what are you going to do? You're just going to fill the gap. I'm going to teleport here and then cast mind control on this knight. Me think that the play. And I'm going to attack this guy because it'll cancel his retaliation attack. Which means then I can move in with Buckwind. He just went berserk already. And trigger steadfast. You've got a flank on him, so I'll let you take that. That honor blade up. I think let's just hit him and try to do some damage just to stack it all on there. You can shield. You're going to move and shield because it's a shield wall. You really can't seem to get a good shot here, but I'll try that 35 at least. It's a good chunk of devout radiance damage, but it's not quite enough to kill him. You know, wouldn't hit that mind control unit right now. So I'm just going to counter stance again. You're going to second wind. You're going to kill my skeletons. That's okay. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. You're going after zombies. Not a deal at all. You're going after that knight we brainwashed, which is perfection. Who could ask for anything more? No explosion for you. I think I'll move in the skeleton warriors first. 3 misses, so the berserker doesn't even trigger. Dude, why are these guys so hard to hit? Quick reflexes. Of course they got quick reflexes. You know what? I'm going to possess you. Flank shot on him. He gets the kill. You can't do much. You can't do much. Zombie gets instant gibbed. So let's use the Dread Spider Hatchling. And then I have a Mark attack on you. I have a solid charge on you. Cancel retaliation. You can move up. You can move up. I mean, that does more damage. But this guy's closer to dying. And in fact, if I hit him with Devout Radiance... Yeah, we got the mana for it. That's 1 hero down. That bumps us into high morale as well. He eats his buddy's corpse? That's a bit grisly. That's a bit grim, isn't it? Give him the big flanks. Give him the big flanks and wipe him out. All right, so only 2 guys gone, and they're both skelly bones. And I get almost enough souls from that to just raise 2 more, so... These are rodent tyrants. They've got quick reflexes, overwhelm tactics, so higher crit chance. And adaptable. I have 1 extra skeleton lying around right now, so I'm just going to raise 1 of these guys. Arachnid ward and a warding robe. You have a spider bell. How many spiders can I summon? Does that stack? I don't think it does. Good job. This guy does get another level, so I'm going to start going for enveloping wild growth and work on hostile living wild growth next. I guess I could give you summon spider. Buckwin meets us. Greeting, Lost Wizard Specchio. It's come to my attention that a dangerous Silver Knight is attacking travelers. He is a liability. Some travelers visiting the Great Bird Nest will die unless we stop him. Who is visiting the Great Bird Nest? The Great Bird Nest is an extremely dangerous place. But yeah, sure. I mean, I'll take that quest. Oh, cool. So for the first time ever, we're playing with this new mod that adds culture variants of units. So this guy is an oath-sworn warbreed. So he's got a little helmet. He's got a club. And he's got like the rope jerkin on as well. So the idea being that he has like some of his clothing, but it's like it's almost, since he's been transformed, he's had to been like rebound in a bunch of it. And also these phantasm warriors. These are oathbound phantasm warriors. Very cool. They got nobility. They all got steel skin also. Oh, that looks dope. That's a big halfling. It's a pretty big halfling. We need to pick up Spawnkin. Everybody else in this realm has super growth, so having Spawnkin is extra funny for me. Well, said the cat. I can't pick up the Ashen Ruin yet. Ugh. Oof. Dun, 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 dun. Doesn't matter which one of these I pick up. Let's just do that for now. Oh, my little goblins. Once we pick up the Steel Bastion, we can absorb that Ashen Ruin. We'll also get access to our Warbounds then as well, which will be pretty good. But I'm going to build that Altar of Emerging Gloom. Not there. That's where I'm building the Soul Well. Altar goes there. So I actually just want to swap these guys a little bit here. You have a Knight, a Houndmaster, a Sworn Guard, and a Seal Bearer. So you need an Honor Guard. Okay. I guess let's wipe out this bird nest and do this quest. Because why not? And that'll sweep us up to Mentor's Pond afterwards. I do want to cast Necrotic Magic to give our Battle Mages Decay. Gobbet the Viper, a tier 3 Arcane Warrior. Rodent Tyrants. You also have Super Growth. And Tobit the Conjurer. You're a mage with super growth. I mean, Overwhelm is not really useful on its own. It's just that like Tough and Strong are so good on a charge character, especially with super growth. Attacks deal 10% per friendly unit adjacent to the target. You have mana addicted, so you also get life steal. I'm just thinking about the abilities and the items that we have. The Punisher Halberd has the +2 retaliation attacks, which is a crazy amount. The Death Calling Hook just does leap. Which is, I don't know, man. That's also kind of fun. If I have a character with a pole arm based on retaliation attacks who leaps into the back line, it's like they have to be dealt with, but if they always end their turn in defensive attack with unlimited retaliations and lifesteal, like it's a pretty dirty combo. You get the Helm of the Warrior here. I feel like this is the most equipment I've had on starting characters in a really long time. Just swimming in loot right now. The name of that mod is called Tome Culture Units. It's called Culture Tome Units and Anthro Helmets. There are actually two different versions of this mod, of this concept. And I think this one is the more updated one. So we're playing with a couple of the cosmetic mods. Doesn't change any of the gameplay. Just makes guys look a little bit cooler. I've been wanting to put that mod on for a really long time. And I figured I'd wait until after Giant Kings came out. So if your cat is say well to you, I can respectively suggest you see a doctor about it. Regenerating infestations are revealed. Surprise, surprise. Every 10 turns. It's gonna be so many. Oh, it's gonna be so many. It's gonna be out of control. Scouts. Let's have a pack head up this way and see if we can scout around this guy. Oh, because he's a quest, he is actually separate from this other dude. So that means I can move in here and take this out. Lemon squeezy. Seafaring halflings. Nah. Nah. Juggernaut Greaves. And a Phoenix? Dudes, every time I kill an infestation, I'm getting a tier 4 unit. When the Warbreed is defeated, he falls to the ground dead, but then rises again. The Wailing Phantasm Warriors disappear. Finally, a worthy opponent. I salute you. Songs shall be sung of your victory today. I issue this warning. When I am permitted to return one day, I will seek retribution. I will leave this realm. Select one of my armaments as your keepsake. A demoralizing mask. An eagle bow. 20% accuracy. The Mail of the Razorback. Charge resistance and quill hide. I'm going to take this Mail of the Razorback because if I'm building a guy who jumps in the back line and taunts everyone around him, and if he has quill hide, it's going to be extra good. All right, well, I guess that build is decided then. I've also picked up this Phoenix, which I guess we'll use to beat up these crows. Dominate a Grimbeak crow. Yeah. Just kill it. And now I have a Phoenix to add to my armies. I'm getting a lot of tier 4 units right now. Kind of a crazy dangerous amount. I guess I'll replace the honor card with him. This is a very chunky army already. Let's try to get over here to that tower. Buckwin is going to pick up critical momentum. Necrotic magic we're going to cast. Killing our mana upkeep, but... I'm going to need all these tier 4 units. Because we're going to be just hitting infestation after infestation this campaign. I don't think it's ever going to end. Can the items be edited? The items that you get from events? No, like you can't like reforge an item. Charge resistance would be nice to not lose the retaliations. Yeah. I mean, heavy charge strike still is affected, but still is effective. But it's not too much of a punishment. I guess let's put you in here instead. So a 600 and 800 army. I mean, these guys are ready to attack. I'm gonna send you out to sea and have you come down here towards Smoggin, which is being destroyed, it looks like. You're gonna try to sneak up here and find out where this guy's city is. The free city of Crockhold. It's a pretty cool looking city. Grim Fae, Masters of Astral, Dark Hermit Kingdom, Relentless Crusaders. All right. You've unlocked free cities with a Whispering Stone. Give you knowledge. I don't need that. You've unlocked extra sensing range. You're about to unlock when you win a battle, get a free tier 1 unit. That one's huge for us. Also about to unlock road building, which could be valuable. Let's just sit on it right now. Boost this altar, and then if I got the money, which I do, let's take the Steel Bastion. So our territory is going to start getting gloomy, which I'm looking forward to. Drain in the kitchen, backed up pretty bad. Spent an uncomfortable amount of time clearing solids. That's why you can't pour grease straight down the drain. It just ain't good for it. Here's our spawnkin. Pledge of Strife is pretty good. It gives fire damage to all of our other units. Can I use Rotting Explosion on a summoned zombie? I guess I must be able to. I'm going to take Pledge of Strife first. Hello, hello. Blint the Underdelver. You're an actual character. Not one of mine, but you're an underground champion. Underground Bulwark and Tenacious. Wonder Architects, Adept Settlers, and Industrious. Lot of Materium guys on this map, which I am not stoked about. Because Materium means I'm fighting golems, my arch enemies. Me, not as Specchio, but me as in a streamer who has to fight too many golem campaigns. We're already at Devotee. Warrior Souls do +4 fire damage now. Dude, that's climbing super fast. We'll take Lure of the Horde. Instantly summon a bandit army under control. That'd bankrupt me. So let's not do that. But let's attract some population. Am I getting Materium? I don't think I do have any Materium in this build. I actually don't. So Mines grant mana is not something we're going to have. Your knowledge per quarry, so not mana. So, all right, I'll build a wave conduit. All right, the fastest way to Mentor Pond is this way. Yap, 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 yap. I'm going to leave this guy behind. Citadel has declared war on us. That's fine. Shan't be a problem. So, what do I need for you? I need 50. So let's transfer some thralls into souls. Oh man, whoever did that audio did a really good job. Whoa. If you're wearing headphones, that just like did a full 3D ear to ear. I don't know I've ever cast that spell before. That was exceptionally well done. I love that. I think this is the guy I want, Helling Barbarians. He's got athletics, but I guess with leap, that's kind of fun. And pack tactics means like if he jumps behind the front line, then he can do some real shenanigans. Prospector on a warrior is also not bad, but warriors are going to be charged while defenders will actually let me use that pike. So we're going to animate this guy. So you're going to take the Death Calling Hook. You're also going to take the Mail of the Razorback. You're also going to take the Juggernaut Greaves. Juggernaut Greaves? No, I said it. We're sticking with it now. I'm going to reset your skills because I don't want any of that garbage. I want you on Sentinel. I want you on probably Frontline Fighter. Here's the problem is I have to get always end your turn in defensive mode, but I also have to get Tireless Retaliation. I guess if he leaps... Oh, it's not a leap and attack, so... Defensive resistance against non-flanking attacks. Yeah, let's do it anyway. And let's see what we can make him look like. If we can jazz him up at all. I mean, I love that he has the skeleton paint. Might just give him this one. Kind of want the big horns on him to say like he leap, you know. The helmets look good. The wings also are kind of fun. But he's got the pointy staff, so I feel like the big horns are more fitting. And then let's give him the skull. I never use the skull, and not nearly enough. Barbarians definitely have the best capes. No question about it. This would be... Can I give him like the burnished gold as well? Is this what we have? I think this is what we have. Red eyes. Big head. We'll give him a slightly bigger head, but not too big a head. I like the head he had. Skin decoration is blood, which doesn't seem to matter. Okay, I think I'm fine with all the rest of that. He's got a vibe. He's got a vibe. I respect it. Frost, blight, physical, mana touched. He's pretty fun. He doesn't have much of an army right now, but we'll start working on that as soon as we can afford to. Choo, 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 choo. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Make her look like a Death Knight? I mean, I think we got that vibe. That feels pretty Death Knighty. Can I reforge items? I was always said that the retaliation halberd is only a level 2 weapon. Oh, no, I don't think so. You're approached by Durkog. He says, am I a glory seeker? I think you are a glory seeker. Yeah. All right, we do have an invasion here, so I'm going to have to deal with that. Am I ever going to not have to deal with an invasion? This is the real question. So the conundrum here is my army good enough to try and take on Mentor's Pawn by itself? I'm never going to stop getting attacked by these guys. They're always going to be respawning. These guys are not going to keep respawning if I kill them. You have an 800, a 400, and then there is another army in there. So I need at least 12, which means I need both these armies up here. I could try to bring in this other guy, but I think maybe I'd be better off leaving him down here in case this place gets sieged. Houndmaster costs 12 upkeep. That's like all my money, but I think that has to be the choice. Currently, I also have a lot of scouts. They're not eating a ton of upkeep, but they are eating some. Man, there is a lot of these guys around. Titania rivals me. If I could afford it, I'd do the same. That great bird nest is attacking me. Mentor's Pawn doesn't have any walls, which means if I win this fight, I can actually just burn down the city, like, instantly. My scout. Dying for reasons unknown. Is it because I'm Oath of Strife? Like, do I get penalties for running from combat? No. It is something I do have to think about, though. Like, whether or not I want those scouts to just die off. Part of me is like, oh, it doesn't matter if I see other things in the map because I'm just going to destroy everything that works its way towards us. You can gain knowledge, but I don't know if I want to do that. First day at work after over a week vacation. It was wild. Oh, that's tough. Yeah. Yeah. Not that bad. You have an understanding boss, so it's not that hard. Hard to get your hands on all the stuff that piled up for the week. Yeah. I mean, it's always just like weird when you have to shift back into that gear, so. One that shows the ears on this guy would be the best because the ears are cute. I love the helmet though, don't you? Oh, I do see what you're saying. You make a pretty good argument. I didn't realize the ears on these guys were so animated. You make a pretty good helmet. You make a pretty good point. You make a pretty good helmet. I mean, I could give him like a bone crown. I do like that he is all bony. All right, man, you've sold me. Sir Durkog the Stout. I would also accept a rename for him if anybody wants one. Now, here's a question. If I just attack Mentor's Pond right away, well, these guys are outside the city. Ah, they built walls in that single turn. So I'm gonna do this. Shocking. Didn't lose a single guy. These skeletons are the best skeletons I can possibly have. Oh, sweet. I got a free Houndmaster for that as well. Do you have a Houndmaster? You actually don't, so I'll probably put that in there, and then I'll send this skeleton back with those skeletons. And we'll swap you out next turn. Unfortunately, you don't have... Do you have the movement? Oh, you actually do. Unleash the Warhounds. And let's take a raiding party in here. I don't mind waiting 2 turns for this. If there's nothing threatening me. That's a pretty easy decision. So why don't we come up here to meet up with that army if that's the case? You gained a level of renown for ranking up more units. And when we burn this down, we're going to get quite a few population for it. What am I getting all these thralls from? Defeating enough enemies in battles. Winning battles against powerful enemies can yield more than 1 thrall at once. Uh-huh. Okay. Dude, these skeletons are so cheap. 6 mana. 6 mana for a skeleton? That's a good deal. I can field a lot of skeletons at 6 mana. These marauders are unfortunately coming up. They are bringing me 2 delicious, tasty treats. I don't love losing that Sworn Guard, but I think I'm okay with it. If I don't auto-resolve some battles, we'll never get anywhere. Choo, 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 choo. Dismiss. I don't have the mana for it. Rod of Magic Missile, Helm of Accuracy, and a Warg Mount. Ooh. Well, you're going to take that Rod of Magic Missile. You're also going to take that Helm of Accuracy. Neither of you are going to take that Warg Mount. You're going to go into here. So that's okay. We'll put you in him. And we'll just put you up here for now. Keep scouting down this way. Keep scouting. Where are you going? I do want to figure out where this guy lives. Tinkerberg. Okay. Pledge of Strife. And we're into our first tier 2 books. So we're going to start by picking up the Tome of Mayhem. And in particular, this is because of the Misfortune ability. We automatically give 15% fumble next to everything. If I can stack another 45% fumble, that gives everybody 60% fumble when they're next to me. And for whatever reason, when we were playing this recently and we had their status resistance below 0, it seemed like it created a 100% fumble chance.
Be the fog that seeps into the mind, bringing confusion, making fingers numbed by uncertainty.
So we'll take Mark of Misfortune to start. You got a new addition. You're being attacked by spiders. My Ashen Ruin has been stolen. That's really annoying. Because I was just about to move up there. You guys aren't taking gloom damage. I would have assumed they would have been. We already have 5 heroes in the crypt, so a Wizard Tower crypt is really, really good. I think let's just grab that quickly. Jord the Wizard and Luridor the War Mage. I mean, we're picking up some good heroes. Evil, 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 evil all over the place. I don't have enough mana to cast Pledge of Strife. I'm also a bit worried about this base upkeep. 2, 4, 6, 7 times 2. 14 mana in upkeep. I guess, though, as Chosen Destroyers, raising a city is going to grant us a permanent 40 gold, 40 mana, 40 knowledge for every 3 population. So we'll get 2 of these. So we're going to get 80 mana? 80. Am I reading this correctly? I'm going to get 80 of all of those things permanently? Permanently? That seems like a lot. Let's be careful here because I don't want to lose these knights. I should have brought in that other army. I definitely don't want to lose a phoenix. So we're fighting this. Get the vibe. Work piles up. Classic horns. Being a big meanie bobini, I don't think the fate of the scout should be the highest priorities. No, that's fair. Do undead get XP? Yes. Yeah, they do. Just like everybody else. So they still do get the bonuses. And it's all pretty good. Oh man, these guys look so vicious. With the arrows coming in and then the goop coming out the back. Later they're gonna have tentacle legs as well. Dude, how did my phoenix die in this fight of all things? So we have a charger, chaplain, a vow keeper, a sworn guard, and an exemplar. The exemplar is the only mega threat. I mean, I have so many free summoned units. I have 2 sets of warhounds here. I have 3 sets of warhounds here. Oh, because we summoned the war dogs. Who let the dogs out? Turns out it was us. We are the ones who let the dogs out. Oh my god, dudes, there's so many of them. I like that some of them are in gold and some of them are in white. I am assuming these are Oathbound War Dogs with this new mod we've got on. What else do I have in here that's summonable? Zombies, Splitterlings. You should have... I capped out. I should have 2 Fleshlings, and I should have a Splitterling. And I don't. It didn't summon all of my units. I didn't know it would do that. You guys are safe to move all the way up, as are you. I'm actually going to have you summon a spider egg. Because what we really need now is more summons. And my dude, you're never going to guess what you're going to do. You're also going to summon a spider egg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 summons in this fight. Put these guys up into positions they won't get hit. I mean, the summons alone should be able to win this. They nuke my splitterling, so I can't just pop them. Totally fair decision. Can't harm them on that. Let's drop the fire seal on you. Puppies, puppies, puppies. I don't suppose anybody has Demolisher, do they? You do actually have Demolisher because we have this Demolishing Seer. Probably should have brought you up earlier. Puppies, puppies, spiders, puppies, zombies. You can move and then cast that. I mean, let's just bring up everybody we can here. Oh, you have to cast it on yourself. And it hits your allies. So maybe not. If I phase, I can hit him with a Cosmic Bolt. It's not really what I want to use my phases for, but I mean, it does recharge. All right, I guess Fury of the Horde makes a lot of sense here. I don't even think I have archers up here. I didn't even move. You're going to start falling back and rallying as you get swarmed by dogs. Yeah, my dogs are also going to get beat up really fast, but... that is kind of their goal. Kind of their purpose. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Do I need more holes? I feel like probably not. Let's have you go on him. We're going to have you come on here and charge him. Try to get rid of this guy before we go anywhere else. Definitely the best choice we made in this campaign was giving our halflings goblin voices. It is the choice I want to make in almost every campaign moving forward, I think. It doesn't have to be all the time, but it should be a lot of the time. Oh, these poor guys are just getting wailed on. He's actually got Steadfast and Berserker. I mean, we might as well move you up. You ain't gonna hit nothing. You sure ain't gonna hit nothing. Devout Radiance is doing 20 spirit damage right now, so that's actually really good damage. I also forget that I don't have any mana, so I probably shouldn't be casting spells like I'm got spells to cast. Not when I have this many puppy dogs. Not when I have an unlimited number of puppy dogs in this battle. They're starting to feel the morale. You're gonna get zombied. Let's have you charge him for big damage. You get to kill him. You get to hurt him. Finish him off. Charge him. Charge him. Shoot him in the back. Yeah, no reason to be losing people in that fight. That's for sure. Again, I do have a bit of mana here, so I think I'm going to take a few more of these skellies. A tier 3 charge club with fire and poison. Immobilized and slow. It takes 3 turns. We gain 50 Imperium, 600 gold, 10 devotion, 20 evil, and a permanent 40 gold mana and knowledge. The way this reads is it makes it seem like every 3 population... This should give me 80 gold, knowledge, and mana. But, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Let's stick everybody together over here. I'm going to have to bring you in as well. I think that's going to be a little bit dangerous for us. All right, there's one of this guy's cities. Let's grab that tower. Y'all got crypts? So I want to build a soul well there, so that I have access to some regular soul infusions. Give you Grim Executioner. I should give this guy the XP bonus, seeing as he's going to have Trainer. So 50% XP on everybody is really good. I could give this guy a crippling bright blinger. Bright blinger? Right now he's doing 12 and 3 and he can attack 3 times. This gives him 1 attack. But that 1 attack does... I mean, it's 15 damage, potentially, with a stun effect. Well, with an AoE effect. Versus 36 damage. $41 damage. And the guaranteed hit. It's also the big crit on that is really, really powerful. I think for right now, it's worth giving him this. We can always swap it back to assess this later. It's not really going to change the way that I decide to build him. You're a Death Knight and a Trollkin Governor. You gained a level of renown, winning a siege battle, of course. Love to see that. I can't wait till we start summoning Devastator Spheres as well. It's going to be kind of foolish. I will get 80. Man, be good. Think we're going to need more summons. Old Rome Total 1 and the War Dogs. Those were the days. Oh, I loved that in Rome. You just have a bunch of crossbowmen and then a bunch of dog troops in front of them. And the dogs would be so low to the ground that the crossbows could shoot through them and not get any friendly fire. It was a hell of a combo. It was my favorite way to play Rome. You just have these firing squads. All right, well, we got good odds here. I don't understand how my tier 4 Phoenix, my Phoenix that revives itself every fight, keeps dying in every combat from full HP. Summon, 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 summon. 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 This knight's staying in the back. Really don't have much in the way of healing on this team is something I'm noticing. All right, our first map for Durkog. Nice to see him in action. Oh, I guess you can also summon spiders now. Oh, very nice of you. Boom, 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 boom. I want a double boom. Send up all my puppies to bite you when I boom. I mean, here's the thing is this campaign is kind of all about being needlessly aggressive with my troops because of all the summons. That guy should move back. You can actually summon more spiders, so let's do this. And then move him up. You can come up here and take some shots. Durkog, you can't leap in quite yet, but you're almost there. You're better on the flank. And all right, you can come up all the way here. Up. Do you also want to summon a spider? I mean, I know the answer to that is yes, you do want to summon a spider, but you also have things like Conjure Wild Growth, which could kind of be effective if I can hit with it, which I can't really. Spiders it is. Blood for the blood god, but spiders for the spider gods. All right, let's see what they do. Let's see if they can handle all my summons. They're going to respond in turn by summoning a whole bunch of crows and then doing big AoEs that I forgot they could do and wiping out most of my front line. That's okay. Most of my front line was summons. Now, you have the ability to make someone go insane. And by insane, I mean mind control. And then attack this guy for a whole bunch of damage. You're not a great choice to be really moving up that far, but... Man, you really hate being in range of anything. Flank! You did it. You did the flank attack. You can just be zapped, which means you can shoot him instead. Means we can shoot him instead, which means we can move you back over here. You're not really getting up anywhere. I'm gonna give you boost juice, just so you have it. Summons, go forward. I'm gonna do that. I feel okay about that decision. Okay. The way I figured is just like they're all summons. They're all probably just going to get targeted and killed in the first couple of hits here anyway, so... You graze and fumble. Yeah, and so none of that's really an issue. You get to kill him. You get to kill him. The last two are summons. I still have to kill them. Unos. Dosos. Dosos? Dosos. Oh, yeah. That would have been good to remember about you. Smack. 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 Pew. Endless. It's endless. There's so many infestations. I'm not going to raise anybody, but I do need to put these teams together. Now, I don't have a benefit of hanging out here in Mentor's Pond. Like, it's already getting burned down. I'm being sieged here and here. I have ruins and ruins and ruins. My entire city is in ruins. So let's start getting the hell out of here so we can at least heal. Where's this guy going? I guess I'm curious, is this a monument? It's probably a fated region. You have a War Master. You have a War Master. You have a War Master. War Master? Hound Master. Bring him up. Durkog. We could give him push. Give him push and heal, or I could give him push and replace. Push and replace seems like it's probably more of his jam. So we'll go for that. You got to level up. So this is great. We get living vines on you now. So all of these vines are going to be able to be summoned in combat, which is just so annoying. And then once I take this, they're all also going to get Aura of Disease, which is extra annoying. Got no mana. Pillaging of provinces heals us. Yeah, let's actually take that right now. And magic origin upkeep reduced by 20%. I'm also going to take that. Actually can't pillage these. That drops these guys to 4 mana per polearm. I'll tell you, that's pretty good. That ain't too shabby. What do you want to pick? Attackers have a 60% chance of suffering remorse, lose 2 morale at the end of turn. Or I could just give him like fire damage. Honestly, it sounds like Shield of Faithful is what this guy wants. You want a friendship with me? Okay, buddy. Let me know how that works out. We certainly got to get back to town. Spiders in my blood. Playing a ritualist Eldritch Sovereign is the most fun ruler ever. Spend every turn doing like 8 debuffs or summon. Yeah, that's the entire concept of this guy, is just like a disgusting amount of summons. The idea is it's just like, I want to be the horror of the void, and where this guy goes, it's just like a portal opens up and everything spews out from it. All sorts of monsters of all sorts of types. My knight escapes from combat. What do I lose here? 3 skeletons and a houndmaster? I'm going to just take that not to take this fight. Phoenixes are a pain. I don't think there's any easy way around that. Elder Dragon Ignoth of the Barbarian Wolves. Oh, yeah. Okay, these are these guys. He is a Dragon Lord, a preserving diplomat. He is nature and chaos. So he's probably going to be very dragony. I can't move because of that attack. Yeah, some of these guys ran. Hostile houses. This is valuable to me because it means that free cities are more likely to fight the other players. Those guys are in a war. That looks like free gold. Yeah, keep coming up this way. We got large monster dens. So we did just lose a lot of skelly bones. We're going to want to refill those. I have access to warbounds, but they're really expensive. I did just lose another houndmaster as well, didn't I? Yeah, so I think let's just get another one of those guys for right now. God, we gotta clear this territory. I was hoping the gloom would be a little better at breaking everything, but I'm also a little worried if that gets raised, will it just reset the gloom? I hope not, but Lazy Procrastaloaf, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Doing an Attila run, aka the Scourge of God. I mean, we got a little of that vibe going on, I think. All right, that city is destroyed. Immediately, we're already at Paragon. There's one level higher than this? No, I'm maxed out on devotion already. That's insane. So our cities have plus 40 stability. We do 5 fire damage on Warrior Souls units, which is all of our units. And Warbound units actually get the Paragon of Strife ability. They get Infernal Blaze, which gives them 3 Infernal Might and adjacent enemies sustain damage. That's kind of fun. I can pick up the Ashen Ruins here, so let's do that. Actually didn't think I could do that, but I will take it. Can I build a road? Yeah, I can. You there in the back. What do you think? Maybe they won't attack me? Just rather do it on my terms. No, sir. I don't want to lose that knight. First time catching the stream, I saw your Endless Legend 2 gameplay. Nice, dude. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. I'm really excited to see where that game goes. Because I think it's in a really cool spot right now, but it's obviously like still very... You know, it's only like the first handful of turns. There's a lot of promise in what that game's got to show. But we gotta be able to see it first. And we ain't there yet. Who we moving up here? Fleshlings, yes. What do they have? Piggies. Boars and druids. This is actually a gross squad. This is a really well balanced squad as well. This is like, I'm surprised that the it's not higher level than it is. All right, pickies go to here, so let's go to the tree line. Zombie. This knight is staying out of combat entirely. Puppy. Actually, sorry, puppy. Yeah, all right. We'll put you there. We'll put you there. You know what? If that's got a cooldown of 2, I might as well cast it on the first round and summon spiders. And then, you know what? I can use the spiders to bait in maybe one of those Gortusk matriarchs. If it were lucky. Give you that temp HP. Rocket. Love minor factions have heroes now. Oh, it's so good. It's really important for being able to like farm items as well. I didn't think they would just send all their ranged characters up to kill those spiders, but it works for me. I'm okay with it. You can't get in between them, can you? No. Kerblam! Kerblebzo! Kerblobzo? Yes! My vines! So what do these guys do? Entangle? Yes. Berserk? Hyper awareness, non-vital. Do they get to attack if anything tries to move away from them? That's really my question. These guys look like they are, in fact, immobilized. These guys look like they can't get around the side, so... Send in the dogs. I screwed up my dog. I mean, I guess I could still go there. Stab. Send in the spider summons. You up and get a seal shot. I mean, you might as well move up as well. It's true, it's not going to be able to do much if it's completely surrounded. I should have cast some spells here, but... I keep saying this as like we have mana that we can cast spells with, when I know for a fact we don't actually. You're a zombie, so let's put you here. This will guarantee that those pigs can't get through. Oh man, this is actually such a good spell. A wall of living vines to protect this guy is kind of crazy busted. That would be really good, but it would destroy all my vines, so I'm not going to do that. I guess I could just charge in here and kill this pig, though. Pourquoi pas? As they say en français. Oh, is that spell? I tell you, I do not use Druids of the Cycle enough. Sacrificial Blight. Target non-friendly hero unit is killed. Suffers 10 blight damage per tier of the unit sacrificed. Always triggers life from death. So he can also restart the cycle now, too. I didn't realize that. So you can sacrifice units and then just immediately bring them back to life on the next turn. Damn. I got to look at how much damage that just did, because it was a really good play. He killed the other druid of the cycle, killing the warhound and 3 vampire spider hatchlings. Damn. Also doing 24 damage to Dukog. And strengthening that Gortusk Matriarch, because of course a character died. Yeah, okay, these guys do have a chance to do Entangle as a attack of opportunity as well. That's cool. I've never really seen them use that ability effectively before. Torch them. 2 down. You got 2 movement. You know what? You could also eat a corpse, apparently. Zombies can move up. You can fire seal. This guy can start running even though he's like a million miles away. That's a kill on him. A little bit wary. Let's raise that Gortusk Matriarch to make sure that A, it doesn't come back, but B, I have another zombie up here to fight this guy. Just gonna move you there so that you can come up. Nobody else can hit him, can he? You know what? He's threatened. I'm not really worried about it. If he moves, he's gonna get killed by that zombie. Yeah, precisely. Oh, he's just gonna die from decay, so it doesn't matter what he does. Beautiful. Beautiful. Tier 4 mimics still turn into tentacles? I don't see why not. I've never thought about doing that before, but I imagine you could. I wonder what kind of stats they would get. Yeah, cool. This is another artifact over here. I definitely want to explore that then. We'll just keep going up this way. The end of time is ready for more stuff. So a Paragon Quarters would be nice. Man, look how much money we now have. I went from having no upkeep to just being an absolute god tier character. Well, obviously, I'm thinking about like the School of Mastery here. Build this in around the soul well. So much of my territory is in ruins. You know what? Let's build a blacksmith first. Until we get this stuff sorted out. I think that's the way to do it. I have enough mana to cast Pledge of Strife now. I mean, I don't have any mana left over, but we got $600 just from burning that city down. It kind of looks like maybe more than that. Find one of those mirror forests you can try. I saw a YouTube short where it happened, but do you know if it was patched? I mean, it seems like a reasonable thing that you could do. It's for sure foolish, but like, man, they don't mind foolish stuff in this game. Mark of Misfortune. Boop, 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 boop. Necrotize is a really good spell. Just because it allows you to produce zombies. Necromancers are good for very specific armies. But I'm not going to have a lot of undead. Like, there basically would be leading tier 1 armies. And we're not taking Whiteborn, so I think I'll pick up Necrotize for now. I feel like that's slightly better for me. Trinity Island. Navigating the seas with a distant archipelago in sight, your troops hear a deep voice resonating inside their skulls. Raiders, looters, thieves. Each word has the gravity of an accusation, yet the unison voices pronouncing them reveal no emotion. Throughout the ages, many have come to these isles to steal the secrets of the Eternal Council. We evaluated their intentions, and then we detained them, appalled by their vulgar ambitions. Visions of large, expressionless faces carved into crystal manifest themselves in your troops' minds. Now they exist as living statues, a warning to all those who seek power without sagacity. Will you share their fates, the voice pronounces as it fades, or will you learn from their folly, demonstrating the worth to inherit the secrets of Trinity Island? 30 Imperium, that's not very much. $45 knowledge, that's even less. 110 mana, that's also not great. I'll take the Imperium. Visit the eternal prisoners of the Council of Prolocutor to answer its 3 trials: the trial of sin, the trial of wisdom, and the trial of balance. Cool. Oh, he's one of the sons of Kajorno. Dude, I just want this effect. This is like the gilded effect, but way cooler. I wonder what the other guys look like. All right, if this is a trial, trial of sin's answer, I can probably solve this with just a scout. And the Deep Glitter Chambers is next to us, which means I can probably pick up 2 artifacts on this map, minimum. I don't know where the third one is, but we can look for it. So, curious what we're gonna get on the Archons DLC. A part of me is like hoping for a third realm, like a sky realm. You know, if we have like underground, ground, sky, and then Eldritch Rifts. But I'm also a little bit worried, like, because when they put Eldritch Rifts in, it became really, really complicated. Just in terms of how end turns happen and like pathfinding. Archons are meant to be like the ultimate bad guys in the franchise. There's their capital city. That's good news. You guys are in range. This guy's 2 turns though, and I wouldn't actually mind a moment to heal. So we're gonna take the Pledge of Strife on all of our undead. I'm gonna let myself get pillaged. I'm gonna let these guys heal. And we'll just suck it up for a turn. Trinity Islands where nukes were tested? A water realm? Yeah, I would like water realm as well. But that doesn't really seem Archon based. The Archons seem more like the, you know, subjugating angels is sort of the vibe I get from them. I'm really curious just because in terms of like, you know, what dual tomes we've gotten. I guess Order has gotten like the least amount of dual tomes. There's the Tome of Prosperity, the Tome of the Constructs, the Tome of Discipline. Oh, and I guess Tome of the Cleansing Flame. You know what? No, they've gotten like 4 dual tomes. I'd love to see Cold Magic expanded. I'd love to see... I guess Celestial Troops expanded is probably pretty likely. Given the fact that it is a... Like, the Archons sort of feel like they have that vibe. We got some Celestial Troops in Ways of War with the Righteous Judge and the Prosperity Dragon. In fact, actually, like, all the Prosperity Troops are Celestial, so... I don't know. Maybe they'll just add it. Maybe it's going to be like all new stuff. They might add a new type. All the things seem sort of full right now, so. Water cities would be cool. Cloud-based, yeah. A Fae type of leader. Yeah, I mean, Fae is definitely lacking compared to the other ones. Some nice Fae bonuses would be really good. against 2 Hunter Spider Matrix. Yeah, all right, you can have it. I don't like it, but you can have it. Keep losing my Houndmasters. Whoops. I don't know. Do I need a Seal Bearer here? You have a Seal Bearer and a Houndmaster. You have a Seal Bearer and a Houndmaster. You don't. So, okay, yeah, sure. I'll build a Seal Bearer for you. Why not? Embarking the Dark Knights frozen in crystal, you hear the council prolocutor speak to them once more. Power hungry as their deceased masters, the sons of Kajorno are a posthumous enemy of the Eternal Council. When the traitor kings tried to steal the secrets of our immortality, they made a crucial mistake. They took our knowledge, they took our crystals, they experimented on their followers in gruesome rituals. Yet when the time came, they only fractured their souls, a mortalized shadow of their former selves. Many of the atrocities that the Traitor Kings committed, what was their greatest sin? Greed? When the Giant Kings mined riches to craft and create, the Traitor Kings hoarded wealth without reason. 450 gold. First trial down, babies! So basically, there is an underground event that's pretty similar to this with the 3 trials, and you can just answer them by having a lot of resources, which currently I have. Though that's gonna go away pretty fast, especially when I rebuild all these ruins. All right. We're rebuilding. Let's go. We desperately need to heal, so let's just take a moment. Take a breather. Yeah, you'll take hit and replace. Adjacent enemy units suffer 10 physical damage and bleeding for 3 turns. That's going to be really good on you as well. You're invading me. I don't know if that'll happen, but it might from that water conduit. What's the next thing here? War slaves. Raising city grants 1 population for every 3 pop that was raised. Yeah, that's useful. You can stay put for now and heal. Trinity was the name of the bomb or the name of the test. Fairly smooth sailing when your only strategy is burn everything down. I mean, yes and no. I do gotta find... Hey... Citadel. So these are going to be probably my next target. I think getting rid of the vassal houses is the way to go because they're like quite a bit smaller. She's building a city here. So I'll be able to chain across eventually here and go outpost Oleanis into Dawntree. Huge value if I burn those 3 down. Insanely huge value. Hear me out. I'm going to put 1 turn into the Soundmaster, then I'm going to rush this next turn so that both of them get the +1 rank, which I think will be worthwhile. At least I hope it will be. Oh, cool. It looks so good. It's things like this that I'm like, oh man, okay, so this effect is clearly designed for more than just this. Scout. All right, let's go this way with you, maybe. Looks like we have another set of marauders coming down that way. Keep healing up. All right, we got an edge of the continent here, at least. Quest for that monster den. Not going to be doing that. Invasion from the south. My goal here is to get 2 really good... Well, it's to get 3 usable armies. 2 that I can attack with and 1 that I can defend with. Yeah, my gloom is actually fading because that got burned down. We also have a quest up here for 14 turns. The farmers from the end of time declare that there's an issue with their yields. We hear about Dawn Tree, where the pastures are green and the people have food to last them forever. Why aren't we thriving like they are? Boy, 35 Imperium for one population? I mean, yeah, that's a that's a pretty easy deal for me to make. Let's grab the 3 parts of Dragon Teeth Ridge. My food is actually kind of garbage, so I'll build a farm out here. I'm going to hurry that production. And then I'm going to... I guess let's go with the Arcane Institute. I'm waiting for everything to rebuild here right now, so... Suffering some penalties in the meantime. Scout, scout, scout. Move, move, move. Yeah, I probably don't want to. You're going to pick up Necrotize. Incite Revolution. This is a pretty useful one for us. New Empire development skills for raising a population. We will want to get that. Blint is back. Blint and that dragon are at war. We should just be able to crush this. 2 heroes means an extra double knowledge. Dude, stop killing my tier 4 units. Shiny Giant. Oblivion remakes on Game Pass. Is it? Oh, that's really good. I definitely feel like that is going to be getting installed this week. I have so many games to play, though. Oh, it's never ending. All right, summons. Puppy dogs. You have a halberd, so he actually can't charge you. He gets countered if he tries. Honor Blade, Seal Bearer, Puppy. So we'll move these guys up, up, up. I'll move you up as well. We will phase and summon Spider with you. I'm just gonna leave that knight in the back. That was rude. How the hell does he have that kind of range? True shot. Yeah, but that had to have been true shot. Well, they blew up both my splitterlings. Oh no, they only blew up one. This guy's actually still good to go. All right, well, we'll blow you up. I'm gonna hound dog him. I'm gonna phoenix you. Then I can plug this guy in here and we can just wail on him. Wow, I really wanted to get a flanking shot here, but I guess that's not gonna happen. So I'll take a flanking shot on him instead. You guys move up. You guys move up. Over here. Those are Berserkers, and these are Dark Knights. So I'll charge them and get rid of their double retaliation. I better charge him and get rid of his double retaliation. Then I can wail on him with a zombie. God, these guys are really hard to hit. 25. All right. 265 is not quite enough. So we'll shoot you with that crossbow instead. Hi, Mona. Good to see you. He's got some pretty good shots on that barbarian, which I reckon I'm going to want to mind control, actually. I mean, this guy is completely neutered. I like this idea. I attack him straight on. I also poison him in the process. Which... yeah, what I don't want is like that spellcaster being attacked. So I'm going to move you here. Should be good. That guy just took a ton of damage from decay and poison. Also the attack of opportunity, and then he takes that shot and becomes berserk. Unfortunately, berserk on his turn. That does 32. Yeah, all right, go for that. You get puppy dogged. I think let's just have you pin down him. That is a flank, but I think let's go for the hero. You've got a flank, get rid of retaliation, so let's light him up with some casting. And some more casting. Some more spiders. Boy, that's a lot of spiders. Boy, that's a lot of spiders. We can't teleport again here. I can hit this guy with a magic missile, though. Unnecessarily poison my own troops. Trigger slip away on him. Yeah, sure. I have a ton of mana right now. And then this guy tries to kill a spider. And then dies from decay. Perfect. Works great. Domain of Mayhem in this map again. No. It's just that there's a lot of berserkers. We're fighting a lot of barbarian tribes, so. Transformation from the Tome of Geomancy. It's different. The crystallized giants are different than the Geomancy transformation. It does kind of give them that skin, but not as intensely and not over like all of their clothing as well, so. Shiny giant. Cool if you made the people of your kingdom match the theme, being evil and scary. They should not speak to you, bowing down and fearful. A lot of the events they normally do. So if you end up really evil, you will have your characters often say things that are a bit more in recognition of that. Now, these are rodent tyrants. I don't know how many of these I need, but we can definitely afford a bunch. Okay, we got that guy's pistol. We also got a signet of flanking, which would probably be really good on... honestly, maybe you. Seeing as you're meant to, like, jump in the back line. You guys can add to that skeleton army for now. You just have a ton of pole arms. Okay. I'm gonna have you move up here. Where we have Gorthok the Faraway of the villainous goblins. Sneaky little goblin that he is. Buckwin. We can take Undying Warrior, so he gets Resurgence. Which means as long as he wins, he never dies. Adaptive Chaos will give him... The Chaos Empowerment ability here is what I want. So it's an extra 10% critical hit chance. Burns up to 40%. Eventually, we'll give him a proper crit weapon. Harm the Shield Bearer. He looked like, in this picture here, he looked like, I didn't know what I was seeing here because his nose is all ghosty. And it's not here. But it just looked like he had some sort of weird pustule on the front of his face. And we also picked up Abbott the Wanderer, a ranger. I mean, lots of... This is a crazy amount of guys in our crypt already. An endless amount. Thrall Effigy. Gain 3 thralls. Oh, yeah. Mark of Misfortune we need to start casting. We also need to start casting Spawnkin. We'll do Mark of Misfortune first. Because we actually have the ability to keep it up now. Munching on a nice cranberry pie. All right, and our Gloom will start rebuilding now as well. I'm going to have to really keep an eye on this altar and make sure that it doesn't get removed, because if it retreats 1 per round for not being around, that could be a bit problematic for us. Incite Revolution. That's another very good siege project. I also want Curse of Misfortune. I'm going to get another tome in my next cycle. What other siege projects do I get? We get some pretty good siege projects later down the line. So I think for now I'm going to take Curse of Misfortune. And let you guys explore. I guess let's take the outside of this city. There's a tower down here we can grab. Oh my god, do we actually have a moment to breathe here? Thank goodness. I could spend a bunch of mana on knowledge. If I wait a turn, I could take the 600 knowledge. Let's probably do that. All right, and we better start queuing up for these quests. Your guys are here. Rodent Tyrant, Rodent Tyrant, Rodent Tyrant. So you've got an army of 700 right now with an extra little skeleton on the side. So I think I'm going to leave these guys to defend. 700 feels like it should be good enough to kill off anything. These guys are coming in at soldiers, but I can also like build troops at... yeah, veteran for rank 1 units. And this is going to go up and up as I keep building more buildings. Almost certainly, I'm going to build a Smith's Guild. There's so much forest around us that it behooves us to have an insane amount of forests. So let's see if we can clear out some more of these. As your troops find a lone rogue sealed within a litherite crystal, the council prolocutor speaks of his fate. His name is Gorthok the Faraway. He was merely an expendable tool for the Company of Lost Treasures. While he speaks, your troops begin to see the shape of a large crystalline structure glimmering within the coastal waters. Yet as the voice continues, the image just vanishes again like a mirage. They outfit and hire adventurers to raid Meridia's secret treasures, destroying much of its legacy beyond retrieval. Thus, they are the counterforce to the Eternal Sages, who chronicle and preserve all knowledge within their crystal libraries. Imagine a library with the collected history of a realm being gifted to a king. What should the king do? 6 turns of reduced knowledge. 2 turns of blocked growth and production. Or 145 Imperium. That's a lot of Imperium. I'm not willing to give that up. We're doing pretty good on knowledge right now. That's 6 turns though versus 2 turns. I'm gonna take the 2-turn option. Who knows what's gonna be happening in 6 turns, so. You guys get the mark of misfortune, and we start charging up Spawnkin. I can't wait to see what these guys look like when I have Spawnkin on them, so. Adding a grudge just because. Need to head off, take for the stream? No problem, dude. Jareth, have yourself a great day, my man. That guy's got the Geomancer crystals. Yeah, but he actually doesn't have... So, like, these crystals coming off of him are from the Geomantic form, but he doesn't actually have Geomantic form. And you can see, like, his cape and everything is made of crystals, as are his pants, which is not what that form normally does. It normally just changes the skin. And this guy is completely unsealed. So. So next turn I get that. You like me, which is just the bizarrest thing in the world, but... Should I get Warbounds? I guess they'd be pretty good. I could replace this skeletal polearm with a Warbound. And at least my main army would be a chonker then. Let's do it. I can't quite afford it, but I'm going to do it anyway. What a fashion disaster. Absolutely unbelievable. Total disaster. Oh, my Gloom. Oh, my poor baby Gloom. Ah, oh, these scouts, man. At least one of them found an artifact. You sneak across there. The free city of Quenfjord. It looks like Titania just got beat up by that army. These guys are invading the sea. I can make do with that. All right, dudes, you're all healed up, so let's boogie. 1,000-point armies, 40 turns into the game. It's pretty juicy. I'm gonna wait to see what this guy looks like before I start making any plays out there. I'm not raising a city at this very moment, so I'm gonna wait on that. Mostly because I don't know if one of these trials is gonna need a big Imperium infusion. And I'd like to have that as an option if we need it. Might get to transform after clearing the region. That'd be pretty cool. I'd be a-okay with that. Gigantism. All units have super growth. Yeah, I don't know how we're taking so much damage in these fights. With the frost creatures gone, the magical ice starts to melt. What reward do you choose? A death calling blood letter, a tier 2 staff? No. Cash money, turn of knowledge, or cash mana. We'll take cash money. All right, you're going to fall back for a moment. What I'm going to try to do is make my way up to Citadel here. Okay, a large monster den has just spawned here and encapsulated my entire terrain. Not only that, it's got primordial bloodbacks. These are a new unit. These apes are also new, but this primordial bloodbank is super, super new. Chained up Harambe. Them cheeks. This guy looks super, super cool. Hurl large boulder. Savage charge. Charge attack deals damage to all enemy in a 1-hex cone. And it's piercing. And he's got killing momentum. And he's got primordial strength. All friendly units, if this unit is attacked at the end of their turn, they gain a stack of strengthened and nature's might for 3 turns. Whoa. All right, it's not that big of an army. I'm gonna rush this warbound for right now. And then swap out one of these guys. Warbound's not designed for this dude's army, but it's gonna have to be for now. Eight upkeep, 10 upkeep. Start pumping out some troops. Uh-oh. There's also one of them spawned here. I better do this fast. Astounded by the huge crystals encapsulating the storm giant, troops hear the deep resonating voice return. This is what the progeny of Giant King has become. Uncivilized brutes eager to steal their own heritage. It falters for a moment as if lost in thought. The giant clan accuse the haste folk of suppression, yet they themselves stoke hatred against the smaller kin, evoking a vision of Meridia that never existed. A troll and a man seek justice in the court of a giant king. Who should the giant king favor? The troll. In a giant kingdom, the giants reign supreme. That's my Imperium. 6 turns of knowledge. See, this is exactly why I said let's keep that Imperium. Show me what you got. Oh, let me back in the water. I am worried that guy is going to kill me here, and I'm going to have to try and send another scout over here, and it's going to be impossible because so many armies have spawned. But I guess we'll find out. We're going to have to, like, go out to sea. Bounty was canceled. My ruler has leveled up. Fantastic. We're going to get disease on all of our stuff. I could also start getting astral siphoners. We're going to pick up. Now, my original thought here was to pick up the Tome of Pestilence. This would give us Rot Away, Mass Plague, and Debilitation. The other one is like, the Tome of Arcfire is very fun. Mostly because it gets us Investiture of Chaos. Enemies in a 1 hex radius get 2 random debuffs. Pestilence gives us Poisonous Undergrowth, which is we inflict 3 poison and immobilize. 1 hex radius gain Sunder defense resistance and weaken. I mean, that's really good. That's really good. 2 hex radius of disease. That's also really good. Single target kill. We're probably going to pick up Tome of Curses for our final book so that I can just summon more units. Necro Hex becomes a decaying zombie. Fire Hex. Whenever it's dealt damage, it has a chance of getting more damage. Frost Hex, 20% chance of becoming frozen. Let's take Pestilence. What's nice about this with Poisonous Undergrowth is it's a 1 target ability. So I can actually move and cast. Which, as we've seen, is something that I don't often get to be able to do. So we got some value there. You can move and heal. You can move and heal. No reason not to. These guys are all at full health, so that's fine with me. Why aren't you healing? The gloom means my Phoenix can't heal. Good noted. Geo cloaks, Geo underwear, asking to be destroyed. How much did we get for raising the city? We got a permanent plus 80 knowledge, mana, and gold per turn. And it was either 600 or 1200 gold. Please, please don't kill my scout. 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 Arse! Arse, you stupid monkeys! You didn't just kill my scout. You're forcing me to do it myself. Curse you, Harambe! The worst part about this is I've completed the trials, so now anyone else I think can come in here and claim this artifact. I believe that's the case. The item forge would be pretty valuable to me right now. I'm going to need a level 2 Wizard's Tower if I want to summon Astral Siphoners. I'm going to go with the item forge. Oh, we have some pretty good items already, but like, you can always have better. So these guys are going to try for Citadel. Ah, God damn, these guys spawned another army. Actually not clear whose army is whose here. I do need to get out and kill this army of spiders, so I think let's do this first. We're going to cast Spawnkin, 20% damage, 10% evasion. Beep. I don't actually know if that made us any smaller or not. I think it did. Definitely it does when compared to all of our super growth skeletons. That's quite a scaling difference there. How do we even hold these spears? My goodness. Extra whispering stones, extra siege projects. We don't need any of that. Butcher ogres. We don't need that. We're being hit by an invasion force from that pirate ship. Shouldn't be an issue. You have enough to pick up 600 knowledge, so I'm gonna gain that. Very expensive, but very worth. Giving us the Curse of Misfortune and our next tier 2 book. 6 ads? I mean, it's like a 3-minute block is how it works. I don't control how many. I'm unfortunately just stuck controlling when they happen, basically. So you become a gnome. Lishkal, thank you so much. Setting up another gift sub today. Much appreciated. We're going to pick up the Tome of the Beacon here, which is going to be a bit of a weird choice, but it's mostly just so we can get Mighty Mighty Meek. It's going to reduce upkeep on tier 1 units, which you better believe that means those skeletons are going to be costing even less by another 10%. I think they're going to be 3 mana skeletons, potentially, if they're of our faction. But most importantly, they're going to do spirit damage per unit tier. So other things we need here, not Covenant to the Face, not Blessed Reinforcements. Conjure Divine Beacon is okay. It does heal us. You know, it's a good healing summon. And the Lightbringer is not a bad choice as well, because we can actually convert with this guy. He also is a weird astral monster, so I'm willing to put him into the squad.
Fervor, righteous glory.
We'll even lock him, just in case. Just to make sure we get somebody good. But Mighty Mighty Meek is going to be where the real damage is. So I don't think I can summon bandits unless I'm at war with somebody. That's fine. Skeletons aren't as good as Sworn Guard. Even though they're probably a little bit cheaper. Well, I mean, they're mana instead of gold. But I'm okay with that. Oh, you've gone to war with me, so I can just trespass. You guys are going to build a road. And we're going to walk up here to Citadel. Target enemy city loses a border province and the population is lost. Spawns a brigand camp or a pirate cove. Yeah, so like I'd like to cast that up here. I don't think I need to see anybody else. So many infestations, so many invasions. We definitely have a situation where I can just start mass recruiting skeletons at this point, especially if they only cost me four mana. The souls is going to be more of an issue than anything else. Shop is gone. There's Mighty Meek. Gremlins. I also don't mind gremlins. They're only tier 2. But I think Lightbringers is probably the better option for us. The more reasonable option. We have our item forge. A Masonic Hall would be nice. I don't think I can make a Lightbringer unless I take Wizard Tower. I'm going to take the Masonic Hall. The production is always so good. You guys come up here and help. Bye mate. I even got a free unit from that fight, so I replaced my skeleton with an actual Sworn Guard. That is peak perfect. I should build an outpost here so that I can take a roving furnace. Because while I can't build other cities, I can still claim locations. I guess the only problem is it's really hard for me to hold outposts when there's this many armies on the map. We'll think Aunt. Keep sailing down this way. Durkog levels up. We'll give him Blade Storm. And I think let's just pop them back in the city to heal. She's mad at me. All right. This is starting to work. The tier 1 troops are, you know, they're trashy, but they get the job done. I definitely need to start replacing some of them with skeletons because I have the mana but not the gold right now. But if I can burn down Citadel, we'll pick up... Oh man, if Citadel could get to 9 population, I'd get an extra plus 40. Some free knowledge there. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose. Ooh, an accurate crown. That's better than what you currently have. The Council of New requests an audience concerning the war with the independent city of Citadel. We want to lay before you the misdeeds of Citadel against our people. Since the war broke out, New have been subject to persecution and murder. For this war with Citadel can only end in one way, with the end of the dynasty. Will you conquer the Citadel for the New? You will have their heads. What a perfect quest. What a perfect timing for this quest. There is no way for me to tell how long it's going to take for this to hit level 9, so let's just siege it. Give him the doggies. And I think I'll undermine the walls this time, because I felt like we did not have enough holes in the walls before. That guy's in range, so we're okay there. A new faction, Baryon Singat Sky Shatterer, another Storm Giant King in charge of the Gale Toads, Undead Swamp Adaptation Hermit Toads. That's kind of fun. All right, this scout needs to leave. Oh, I am being attacked here again. To the sea, to the sea. It looks like there's a couple of armies coming up from the south as well. That guy certainly has his work cut out for him. I suspect this is the other artifact. So why don't I send my scout in here and try to make my way across and confirm or deny? In the meantime, let's just pick up some more. What do I actually need to boost here? Foresters? Foresters? All right, you're making arguments for foresters. I'll build one. That's what I was thinking about building anyway, so. Raising cities grants population. Let's pick up war slaves here as well. Mighty Meek has a cost to it. True, it does have upkeep per unit. But I think it's going to be worth it. Because it does make your guys do a lot more damage. Man, Blint is getting killed like every couple of rounds. I don't think he's going to survive very long. What's bigger, gremlins or your units? Probably gremlins, honestly. Unlock another artifact for the competition. Nah, it's okay. We'll get there somehow. Small mustard head, great bird nest, large mustard head, small mustard head, small mustard head, small mustard head, small mustard head. Yeah, we'll find a way in there. I'm under siege. Are you kidding me right now, Bubs? Who do you think you are, Bubs? Buckarooski? Skeleton mages, arcane ogres, inner fire, fast recuperation, and hardy. Not really what you want on a mage. Would be really good on a frontline troops. If any of these were frontline troops, I'd take them. So how the hell am I going to pull this off? I don't know, man. Let's just let's try the straight line approach. That's obviously not going to work. You're going to come in here and try to find some goodies. You guys are going to siege down this turn. Let's wait a turn to heal here. 18 gold, 29 mana. Yeah, I'm really curious because this is going to add upkeep but also reduce upkeep. So hopefully it's not too bad. I have 3 different marks on my troops right now. I think for the sake that we are kind of evil, let's turn off the visuals of Mighty Meek. and of Mark of Misfortune. I think Pledge of Strife is probably the coolest looking one. I don't know, maybe Mark of Misfortune. Gotta do one at a time. Oh, the Mark of Misfortune is only on the casters. Mighty Meek is on like everybody. Yeah, we'll keep Pledge of Strife on then. Unless I could do like, we turn on Mighty Meek and then Pledge of Strife. Does Pledge of Strife overwrite? They're different. Yeah, all right. Let's keep them all on then. You have crossed me, she says, but that's not actually true. Out of curiosity, do you have made up a grievance against me? I'm gonna pay for that because I don't want you. I want to have a major war justification against you, so I get an Imperium bonus. That's my logic. Oh, you like can't build anything while this is going on. It's not the end of the world. I should pick up a third dragon province here. Just so I have that. Units' heads are so tiny as well. I know, that's like part of the thing that I love so much. These big chunking units. Tiny little heads. They are chaos. Chris Lauren, hello. How we doing? Welcome, welcome. Break your back. Lose a tier 1. Pick up all of the skeletons. A ring of escaping with universal camouflage. And a demolishing seer. Okay, let's hook some people up with that. We'll give you the ring of escaping. Slipaway is pretty useful for a caster. You already have True Sight Demolisher. You do. So let's give that to you. Excellent. It looks like this guy just skeletoned his replacements. I'm fine with that. So he's got himself a second army here now, which boosts him nicely. We get Lightbringers, and I guess we'll take Soul Confusion. You're gonna go back to building the Masonic Hall, which I guess got canceled. Keep moving and hope these guys don't attack me before I can get there. Citadel is ready to be destroyed. We have access to a new hero. A mage, a ritualist, a spellblade. I could shuffle these guys. We also have like a ton of people in the crypts. It's a level 5 mage. Skillful rodent as well, which means adaptable quick reflexes. Well, I guess not adaptable, but quick reflexes. A tier 6 Death Knight, who's also new. Oh, well, obviously, it's got to be you. Without a doubt, that's the one. Katani Quick Lunge. There's no two thoughts about that. So we have our Umbral Flesh Whiteborn Spawnkin. So if you're a Death Knight, how do I want to build you? I could obviously give you a crit build. I do have that Poisoned Lance. Do I have any mounts? I have a Warg. Frenzy Berserker Rage. I could make you a charge crit on a lance. You know what? Yeah, that's not too bad. It means you're going chaos. I don't know that you need searing strikes though. Resurgence is fun if you're an undead character. What god do we serve? I think we're the god at this point. Give you a warding robe. And I have a helmet accuracy, but I don't think that's useful on literally anybody. I guess +2 resistance doesn't hurt. Yeah, we're sort of a mad god in our own right, so. Excellent. Having an extra army there is going to make a big difference. Let's attack this town. So these are the astral-blooded, skillful rodents in the north. This guy is going to be a pretty valuable addition to the squad. A mage as well. We have a huge bonuses over them. I'm actually missing a set of troops here. Try that again. Yeah, bring in those skeletons. Plus all of our doggies. You can have it, man. I'll let you take it. I don't think I need skeletons up here. Tier 4 mage or ritualist orb. Poisoned, frenzied, and distracted. Arc fire bolts. I mean, that's pretty good, man. If I make a pure damage mage, that's really good, actually. Oh no, what are you doing? Leave your sister alone. Both of my cats are trying to get under a blanket in the couch at the same time. Could you make me as an adorable Scully girl mage or ritualist? I mean, I can try for sure. She who will feast? No, we're just the void. I mean, if the void feasts, then absolutely. So we've defeated Citadel. The Council of New rejoices. Blood for blood, bone for bone. The end of Citadel will give comfort to all New who had to suffer by their hands. The spoils of conquest will not mend all wounds, but they will spread a sense of justice. How do you wish your people to remember this day, O lost wizard of New? I guess I'll take this production bonus. This city awaits its fate. We're gonna burn it to the ground. Deb, Helcaria,
Yes,
and
great
Lumen.
serpent of the void, let us, your children, ascend as you consume the world and bring it into the next stage free of suffering and death.
I mean, definitely a bit of suffering, a bit of death going on. Yeah, so this guy's like not a bad choice if we want to take him. I mean, he's tier 7, level 7. He's got astral blood. Only problem, of course, being is that we just got a new hero. Well, what are you going to do? Another city burned to the ground. I can probably clear this roaring furnace. So let's move our troops back. Where are we going with these guys right now? It's actually a bit of a good question. What do we want to do? I suppose Titania is becoming the most immediate threat to us. This blue guy is actually pretty chill. Tinkerberg Outpost. I don't know where this guy's capital is. It's somewhere underground. Probably here. Maybe here. I'm not like seeing any building on any of these locations. And most of them aren't big enough to actually house a city, so So I think I'm going to come back down here, heal, refresh my troops, cut across the bird nest, the monster den, and then probably declare war on Titania and just make a full assault on her cities. Dawntree is going to be, if I can take out Dawntree, it's pretty much going to soar us to a max level city. Certainly if I take out Oleanis on way, like these are fat, juicy, high pop cities. It's going to get a bunch more population before we reach it. And she's been posturing that she wants to fight us anyway, so it feels like a bit of a no-brainer. You guys can all stay in check in the meantime. All right, so that faction is trying to come out here and fight me. If I come up here, I think these guerrillas are going to get me. But maybe not if I'm out of vision. You're invading. Oh, this is so hard to get to. Trying to think if I have any units with like universal camouflage or... Yeah, there was a city here, but it got burned down. Crush Rock is down here. I mean, he's not at war with me, but he's going to have a really hard time dealing with all the regenerating infestations around him. These guys are all going to heal up. They should be good to attack this nest. Yeah, once they've healed and they have the extra character in there, it's like an extra 300 points. So I should be able to wipe out that large monster nest. No problem with them. And I'll just keep them on defense for right now. I think. With Citadel burning to the ground, the Marching Glooms starting to finally start spreading out from our territory, and a defensive army that's capable of locking us safely into position, this is the perfect spot for us to leave it for today. So I think that's exactly what we'll do. And come back tomorrow. See how it plays out. Hope you come back and join us. Until then.